Hello there.
Today we're going to be talking about Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
You were the chosen one!
Very excited to get into this one. This one is a very special Star Wars film. I can't wait to talk about it for many reasons. I remember seeing this 20 years ago in 2005, and it was out of state. I ended up seeing it with my cousin and my two sisters, and it was very exciting because this is the film where we knew from the marketing, they were not shy about giving us this, that Star Wars was going to be very dark because Anakin Skywalker was going to become Darth Vader in this film. The thought of seeing that origin story was always just so exciting and amazing, and I could not wait to watch this movie for that reason. But it was also all the payoff of the prior two films, Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, because those movies were a little bit lackluster. Of course, I have fun with them now, but at the time, they were a bit of a snooze fest for me, and this movie makes those two movies better, and that's a lot of what makes this one really work. I just remember that we thought this was going to be the last Star Wars film. It was the end of the prequel trilogy, and George did not talk about making any more at the time. There were small rumblings of a 7, 8, and 9, but this was really it. We thought that we were coming out of this movie, and this was the last Star Wars we'd ever see.
It really was a long time ago in a galaxy far away when the first Star Wars arrived in 1977. Now the series concludes, having forever changed filmmaking and redefined movie science fiction and fantasy.
And it really does have that like finale feel to it when you watch it even today. Like it feels like that's it. Like this is such a big, grand, epic film. I think a lot of what makes this work for me and why this worked amongst the three prequel films, even when I didn't like the first two, is because it has that event film feel. Seeing it in the theater again made me realize that this thing just plays like one big opera. It's a lot like how the first Star Wars played. I think part of what makes this movie so exciting is there are 3 lightsaber duels in this film. You get the one with Count Dooku and Anakin. There's one with General Grievous and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then what some fans would argue is the best lightsaber duel in all of Star Wars is the one with Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I gotta say, it's not my favorite one, but it is one of the best. And I think a lot of the reason is we are seeing master and apprentice fight each other. I always love that. There's so much meaning behind the fight, and also they just put stellar work into making this lightsaber fight the best one. From the standpoint of choreography, it's the best for sure, but I always like the one in Empire Strikes Back. That's just me. I'll just never forget hearing the Battle of the Heroes score for the first time, though. It was still very epic, and there was something tragic but also like exciting about it at the same time. It just had this really amazing feel. Yep, and there's a 4th lightsaber duel as well. There's the one with Yoda and Emperor Palpatine coinciding with the one going on with Obi-Wan and Anakin. And I know some people are saying, Dom, what about the one with Mace Windu and Palpatine? Yes, technically we get like a little bit of a duel there, but it's really more of a slaughter fest because Palpatine just takes out all of Mace's men. But that's part of what made the film so unique. I mean, this film is just so lightsaber heavy. The beginning scenes still play incredibly well. I just remember the lightsabers coming out in the one scene where Anakin and Obi-Wan just give each other a look when they jump on the elevator with all these battle droids, and then they just turn around and start going ham on them. In the theater at the time, I lost my mind. Every time I watch that scene now, I still lose my mind. I still go, what a great opening this is. This one does not shy away from goofy moments. I mean, one of the things that I love and makes me laugh every time, but is also like super silly and ridiculous, is when Ki-Adi-Mundi brings up the plot about the Wookiees. He's just like, what about the droid attack on the Wookiees when nobody else is talking about it in a council meeting. It cracks me up every time because George also thinks this is the last Star Wars film he's making, so he's literally just shoehorning in this Wookiee planet that he wasn't able to put into Return of the Jedi, so I always get a kick out of that. Yeah, it still suffers from some Lucas dialogue. It's not always the best. One of the other things that I just really love is Obi-Wan and Anakin's relationship here. It's a little bit less master apprentice, so Obi-Wan's like kind of letting go of the reins a little bit when it comes to Anakin, because now Anakin is no longer his apprentice, but they are just working together now. And the banter that comes out of that I always found to be very clever.
How did this happen? We're smarter than this.
Apparently not.
Very funny from time to time, like it just depends on what they're saying, but it's really, really good stuff.
Fun begins.
This movie is significantly funnier than the prior two prequel films, and it's also a lot better paced than the prior two prequel films. It goes so quick, like every time I watch it now, it just feels like it just flies by. It doesn't feel like a long movie or anything. And it shows you so many things from the prior two films like just became important to this one, and it's really cool. Also, this is the first time we ever got to see somebody's head get sliced, I believe, by a lightsaber, so that was really cool and crazy. We also get a classic Palpatine do it. There's a scene in here that just never fails to give me chills anytime I watch it. Really, there's a moment where Anakin is thinking about going to the dark side. He's up against a tough decision. I mean, he's been manipulated by the political system, really, by Emperor Palpatine, and he's wanting to know if he should go with him or go with Mace Windu. Just a scene of Anakin sitting there contemplating this terrible dilemma, but it is so impactful. Hayden Christensen's performance as Anakin Skywalker is a little bit better for sure than Attack of the Clones. Actually, I would say a little significantly better. It's also just to see that actor growth as well, along with the character growth. I think the reason that this Star Wars film played so uniquely overall to all the others is this is the one where our heroes lost, right? And it's really, really crazy. I mean, you get this amazing scene with Order 66.
Execute Order 66.
Which became like one of the most significant events in Star Wars history because we've never seen anything like it. Like, we kind of grew to know these clones a little bit over time, and especially with the Clone Wars adding that extra character development to these clones, it plays even better now in a way. But we're watching all these clones take out all of our Jedi, and we're like, what the hell? This is crazy. This is how it happened. This is how the fall of the Republic happened. Wow, just great stuff, and just so many amazing memories watching this film, and it's so dark and tragic. It still suffers from the problem of Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman not having great chemistry on screen together, which kind of stinks because a lot of the story is kind of revolved around them, seeing as how Anakin is doing everything he is doing for her, which I still love the idea of that. That still really works for me. I think that makes a lot of sense, that the reason that he turned is a lot in part to love, and it leads to one of the greatest moments in Star Wars history where Anakin and Palpatine are sitting down at the opera, and Palpatine asks him a very simple question, which is,
Do you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
And it just created this whole mystery around this Darth Plagueis character, and Star Wars fans still want to see a live-action Plagueis project till this day. We did finally get to see him in live action in The Acolyte, but unfortunately the show wasn't very well received. Even myself, I did not like that show, so it's kind of a catch-22 to have him in there a little bit. Anyway, guys, this film to me is just so special. It's just always great to talk about one of the best Star Wars movies out there, and this is definitely one of them. So I can't wait to hear what you guys think of this film. You got to let me know in the comments below. What are some of your favorite memories of it? Will you watch this movie if you hadn't seen it before? And after watching my thoughts on it and my memories of it and my nostalgia with it and my overall thoughts even till this day with it, is this one you might check out? Let me know all that, guys. And before I get out of here, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave some feedback in the comment section, share this with your friends, hit the bell for notifications. It's always much appreciated. My name is Dom, and I will talk to you guys later.